様には道家の才があるのやもしれんな。
ナチュラルボーンキラー。
There are anime fights, and then there are these fights. Moments where the intensity hits a level nobody saw coming, where characters push beyond every limit. No rules, no boundaries, no going back. These are the fights that made us just stare at the screen. Let's dive into the moments when anime fights went absolutely insane. We kick off this list with a fight where predicting the future gets out of hand.
見かけによらず博識だな、作之助。貴君の目は俺と同じだ。俺たちの世界へ。
Up next, we got one of the most insane fights Fire Force has ever delivered. Arthur vs. Dragon. The animators went absolutely crazy and it was so entertaining to watch. This guy genuinely believes he's a medieval knight, and when he finally gets the chance to slay an actual dragon, he went all in. It was pure chaos from start to finish.
失望させてくれるなよ、ワッパー。勘違いするな。試練、逆落とし。ワッパー。いや、アーサー、ようやった。わしにとっての初戦。かける試練、応じる巨竜。強者二人の戦はとどまることを知らない。試練8連。
These two could not stop. Arthur forced Dragon to block for the first time in his life, and Dragon responded by literally splitting the sea in half. And just when you think it can't get any more insane, Dragon grabs Arthur and takes this fight all the way to outer space. Sky was not the limit in this fight. Up there, Arthur first struggled since he couldn't breathe, but the moment he pulled out that ring, it was time for the final act.
シオウは絶対に負けない。俺が終わらせてやる、ドラゴン。シオウ。この一撃で試練地球割り。
His final strike was absolutely insane, and as he floated through space, his friends back on Earth could see his light. In that moment, Arthur Boyle had truly become the Night King. Thorfinn vs. Thorkel was absolutely wild from the start. Thorkel is basically a walking natural disaster, superhuman strength, and always searching for a worthy opponent. Thorfinn, on the other hand, is a completely different kind of warrior, super quick and just as fearless. And when they finally clash, nobody knew how this was going to end.
導いちゃちょっと
何
おっとでも捕まえたよいしょ
This was the only way to catch Thorfinn, and from this point it looked really bad for him. His own crew turned their backs and left. They thought it was over, but you should never underestimate the son of Thor's, because in the end, Thorkel was the one who walked away with a disadvantage.
見える大丈夫だ
あれ
Of course it needed a round 2. As you just saw in the beginning, it looked good for our MC. But Thorkel is just a monster. One kick was enough to send him flying. What happened next is pure madness. In 10 duels, same circumstances, same conditions, how many would our MC win against that monster? That's a question you cannot answer in this next fight, because here we have Frieren versus Frieren, a magical clone that fights exactly like her, thinks exactly like her, and knows every move she makes. But Frieren didn't face this alone. She had Fern by her side, who literally helped Frieren beat Frieren. And the longer this fight goes on, the more you realize how insane this situation actually is. Every spell, every move, the clone knows it all. Even the emotions in her face are the same, not that Frieren shows many to begin with. From here on, it's like Frieren said, it'll be a battle of attrition. In the end, it was a mentor and student moment. Frieren put her full trust in Fern, and Fern didn't let her down. Simple as that. Now we have an epic moment from Mob Psycho 100. And no, it's not a mob moment, it's a villain versus everyone moment. Sit back and enjoy.
恋に残した傷の本当の意味はペケ。なめやがって！一つの段階であなたたちとは格が違うんですよ。諦めた方がいい。
だが実はあっちの方に違いない。
終だな。決めた。徹底的に叩く。
It looked really bad for them, like really, really bad. He literally toyed with them like it was a warm-up, but then something unexpected happened. And the end of this one? Just wait for it.
能力に頼りすぎてる。
驚きましたね。
あんたも凡人なんだな。ナイスだ弟くん。5発目。集中すれば全てわかる。集中。
マインズアイ。全てが手に取るようにわかります。
In the end, the Great Master Reagan made everything clear. I mean, of course, he's Mob Sensei. The villain couldn't even sense him because of his unmatched abilities. So he must be one of the strongest, right? Now we have one of the greatest fights in all of anime. But before we get into it, and I obviously can't include every insane fight out there, so drop in the comments which fight you want to see in part 2. The fight starts with a peak aura entrance.
Naruto だ。
探す手間が省けたな。
ちょ待て。
ここで火影として決着をつける。
あるのは
俺だろ。ばあちゃんはゆっくり茶でも飲んでてくれ。
Imagine being once the kid everyone hated, to become the hope of the entire village. Oh man, this anime just hits different. He was so badass, even telling the boss of the village to sit back and sip some tea. And everyone felt it. He easily took down one of the paths, and Pain didn't even know what hit him.
Futon
奴はどこだ。
螺旋連弾。
やるなら今だな。無駄だ。
戦術螺旋連弾。
The fight went over multiple episodes, and of course our MC struggled too. Just when you thought it was over, a very special woman in his life stepped in to try and save him. Seeing her like that made him go absolutely mad. And from that moment on, the fight got totally out of control. Next, we have a fight that literally took place in the sky, above the entire city, two opponents flying around the royal capital with some of the most insane choreography you'll ever see. Time magic versus light magic. The Wizard King, the most powerful mage in the kingdom, against an enemy who moves at the speed of light itself.
時に対抗できるのは光しかない。
君では私に勝てないよ。
この速さにもついてくるのか。
返すよ。
僕の魔法を加速させた。この男の強さはどこだ。この男のグリモワールは
あそこだよ。
Julius truly is the strongest wizard in this land. He literally toyed with him the entire time, catching his light spell and sending it right back while having that poker face. And then that grimoire moment. Oh man, he flexed on another level.
バカな。生きているはずがない。ランサデル・レランパーゴ。なんだと。バカだ。素手で。
When Ulquiorra first wiped the floor with our MC, he thought the fight was done. But our MC came back, not as himself, as something even Ulquiorra had never seen before. A pure nightmare. And just like that, the roles were completely reversed. Bro, you just saw what the Ant King did to those hunters. The strongest hunters in the whole country. And he treated them like they weren't even worth his time. And for probably the first time ever, you actually thought, okay, maybe our MC is in trouble here. Maybe this is the one he can't beat. When our MC literally solo leveled, he really became unbeatable. He even put this Ant King in his place. I'm curious what Season 3 will give us, because at this point, can anyone actually make him struggle? Last on our list, we have the legendary fight between Luffy and the Five Elders. Fans waited decades to see them in action, and when Saturn arrived, it finally happened. His entrance was so epic, but as we know, Gear 5 is probably untouchable. Saturn had no chance against our MC, and Luffy made sure he knew it.
ままおっさんを連れてけ。痛がっても構わねえ。ジーピンピン。
どけ。
あいやどうしたどうした。お前らは逃がすわけねえだろ。お前あんなに殴ったのに効かねえな。絶対ゴムゴムのドーンシンバル。何しても復活するならどこまでも飛んでけ。
The way our MC played with Saturn and a Marine Admiral just shows how insane Gear 5 really is. And that's when the 5 Elders decided to show up, with the whole squad. But he wasn't alone either. His comrades showed up, but not any comrades, it was the Giants. Imagine having literal giants fighting by your side. That moment was something else. Seeing them all fight together, oh man, One Piece really said let's give the fans everything.
虫けらめ。スバリンスキルだ。潰さねばならん。
And yeah, they even played baseball, but that was not all. The whole fight was so chaotic, pure chaos throughout the entire island. And just when you thought it couldn't get any wilder, another Gear 5 appeared, a female version, out of nowhere. Only One Piece can do something like that and make it work. This arc really said there are no rules anymore.
調子に乗るな。
任せろ。
何をする。ストロングインパクト。イフリートジャンブ。
ガサガサすんなボディ。特大
ライトヘルメモリー
パンチ。
If you made it until here, oh damn, I really love you and thank you for your support. These fights were absolutely insane to put together. I hope you guys enjoyed every single moment. Like and drop a comment with the word crew so I know who the real ones are. And if you like this video, you're definitely gonna love this one too.